बच्चों वाली ख्वाहिशात करते रहते हैं। I even given to you these questions to find the rank, and I'm sure 100% that none of you have done it. आपने इसमें से किया कोई क्वेश्चन? अब ये असाइनमेंट में दूं आपको, क्विज में दूं तो फिर समझ में आएगा। स्क्रीन शो नहीं हो रही तो ज्यादा दिमाग तो काम नहीं करता आपका। Not bad, very bad, बहुत अच्छी बात नहीं है ये। Okay, my next topic is, gentlemen, inverse of a matrix by row operations. Determine the inverse of if it exists for the following matrices using the row operations. Once a method has been mentioned, if you remember that I have taught you to find the inverse of a matrix by adjoint matrix method that was given to you in your midterm. Some of you got that question. But if the method has been mentioned that do it or find the inverse by row operations, strictly follow the method that has been mentioned in the question. If you will follow any other method, so that will not be accepted. You see, a system of equations can be solved in 4, 5, 6 ways that I have taught you. So the method which I am asking you to adopt in the paper, that same method must be followed by you. Do not do the question by any other method. Okay, I take the question number 1. Shams, very simple. This is your question number 1. A, 1 minus 1, 2 minus 3. For this matrix, I'm starting with matrix of order 2. Then I'll take a matrix of order 3. So augment, how do we augment? We draw a thin dotted line in between, and then we write another matrix in the same pair of brackets. Augment the given matrix with an identity matrix of the same order. The order of this matrix is 2 by 2. Means it's a square matrix, definitely of order 2. The order should be the same for an identity matrix you are taking from your own side, and you augment. This is the augmentation way that you draw dotted line in between. This is your given matrix and this is your identity matrix, and close them in the same pair of brackets. Now, the method which we'll be following is that our intention should be to make this given matrix or express this matrix into an identity matrix like this. इसके ऊपर रो ऑपरेशन अप्लाई करिए और इसको आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स में कन्वर्ट कीजिए। तो यहाँ पे at 1 position it should be 1, below it should be 0, यहाँ पे 0, or here at 2 position again you want to get a 1, so it will become identity matrix. The moment this will become identity matrix, your identity matrix will become the inverse. So same row operations will apply on either side. Look here. Luckily, you are having 1 at 1 position. First row, first column position, there is a 1. Now, below 1, I wish to make the element as 0. This is the systematic method. You go column wise, okay? First deal the first column, then next deal the next column. Go column wise, but definitely you have to apply the row operations. But handle First column first, then second column next, then third column next if it is there. Okay, so question speaks itself that the inverse, additive inverse of 2 is -2. So multiply the whole first row with -2 and add the result in R2. इसको तो आप जीरो खुद से नहीं बना सकते ना. You can't multiply the row with 0. It is not permitted to you. Take the help of the first row. That 1 के लिए अच्छी बात क्या होती है कि इसको आप जिस नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करें ये वही नंबर बन जाता है. तो I wish it to be -2. I multiply the whole row number 1 with -2 and the results will be added in R2 and I will be getting the desired result, that is should become 0.
सर आप स्क्रीन शो कर रहे हैं?
आपको नजर नहीं आ रही?
नो सर.
अच्छा, अभी मैंने की तो थी
सर स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं हुई थी, मतलब वो दिखा.
बस सुन लिया मैंने. स्क्रीन का फर्क is okay now? Is it visible?
यस सर.
I started with question number 1, that you have to find the inverse of matrix A that is given to you. It's a matrix of order 2 by 2. Augmenting this matrix with an identity matrix of order 2. This is matrix A and this is an identity matrix of order 2. In between draw a thin line and close them in one pair of bracket. This is the augmentation. Now my intention is to make this given matrix as an identity matrix by applying the row operations. The moment it will be finally expressed in identity matrix, my given identity matrix which is on the right side will be automatically become A inverse. So this is very interesting. So luckily you have got a 1 over here. To make this 0, the additive inverse of this is -2. So multiply first row with -2 and add it in the second row. So see here, -2 into 1 will become -2. Add here 0. -2 into -1, you will to multiply here will become +2. +2 add here in -3. +2 and -3 will be -1. These petty calculations must be done in your minds. Mind का आप लोग इस्तेमाल नहीं करते हैं, this is a bad habit. Okay, multiplied with -2, it will become -2. Add here, -2 plus 0 will remain -2. Multiplied with -2, -2 into 0 will be 0, and 0 plus 1 be 1. Remember, you are not multiplying here with 0. Here, -2 has been multiplied with 0, so it has become 0, and 0 plus 1 will remain 1. My first column is complete, okay? Now, at second column, I wish to have a +1 at 2 position. So what should I do? You multiply, इसको R2 लिख लीजिएगा, गलती से R3 लिखा गया. So multiply R2 with -1. So this is second row. Multiplied with -1. So this will become +1, +2, and this will become -1. Multiplying the whole row with -1. After that, I wish to make this element as 0 to make my matrix as an identity matrix. So very simple, just add these two, so this will become 0. So what I'm doing, R2 must be added in R1. So nothing is done on R2, rather where you are finally adding up, that is the operation row. The row is done on R1. operation is done on R1. So add second row in the first row. So 0 plus 1 will remain 1. 1 minus 1 will become 0. 2 plus 1 will be 3. Minus 1 plus 0 will become minus 1. I told you, the moment this will become the identity matrix, this will become the inverse of the given matrix. ये जो matrix A थी इसका inverse आ गया. Note that we apply the row operations and matrix A is converted into identity matrix, and at the same time identity matrix which was on the right side is converted into A inverse. We want to see whether our answer is correct or not. Then we prove this identity. We know A into A inverse is identity matrix. या A inverse को पहले लिखें, A को बाद में लिख लें, still it will become identity matrix. Okay, this is A inverse and this is the value of A. This was given in the given question. So multiply this matrix A with this matrix A inverse. You have right now got it. Okay, the procedure of multiplication, you know, you take the first row and you multiply with the first column. This operation must be known to you very well. You have studied it in your 9th class, matric class. The first element with first, yani 1 will be multiplied with 3, and second element with the second, minus 1, you have to multiply with 2, and then you have to add. This will become the first element of your resulting matrix. Then same first row multiply with the second column to write here. First row 1 into minus 1, and then minus 1 into minus 1. Then leave the first row because every column has been multiplied. Then take the second row and the same procedure you follow again. So 2 into 3 plus minus 3 into 2. Then 2 into minus 1 and minus 3 into minus 1. After that you simplify. This will become 3 minus 2. Go systematically. Don't make hurry. Minus 1 or plus 1. Then 6 minus 6. Then minus 2 and plus 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. This is 0. This is again 0 and this is 1. And so this is the identity matrix. So we started from the left hand side and we got the right hand side. Hence is the proof that your inverse is correct. This I have given you in the assignment. A question of this type. Now I'm taking a matrix of order 3. Find the inverse by row operations. Okay, I told you that any of the capital letters of English alphabets may be given as to identify that matrix. Now this is matrix E, so you have to find E inverse. Okay, A hota to A inverse मालूम करते समय just be familiar with this nomenclature. Now again augment this given matrix with an identity matrix of order 3 because this is a matrix of order 3. You know, inverse is possible only for the square matrix. So as many rows are there, so many columns should be there. And further, inverse even for a square matrix is not possible in case it is a singular matrix. I have taught you earlier. A singular matrix is a matrix in which its determinant becomes 0. अगर इसका determinant बना के आप इसको evaluate करें, the answer will become 0. In that case, inverse is again not possible, though it is a square matrix. Okay, I have augmented. This is the given matrix and an identity matrix of order 3 has been written along with. Now my intention is to apply the row operations, and the given matrix is to be expressed in this form as an identity. इसको हमें identity matrix बनाना है, ये shape लानी है, ये shape यहाँ आनी चाहिए. So this will become automatically the inverse. Okay. Well, there is a minus 1 here at 1 position. I wish a plus 1. तो क्या करें? The complete row must be multiplied with minus 1. So R1 multiplied with minus 1. Operation will be done on R1. Multiply. This will become plus, this will minus, plus, minus, 0, 0. this is the first row operation you have done on this matrix. After getting 1, as many elements are below this 1, try to make them 0 in one blow. In one blow means in one step. Zeros can be made in one step, but to make one, you do only one step. Okay, the additive inverse of 2 is -2. So multiply the first row with -2 and add in the second row. This operation will be done on R2. Multiply R1 with -2 and add in R2. Similarly, tell me, यहाँ पे क्या operation होगा? The additive inverse of 4 is -4. Multiply the first row with -4, add here in row 3. So the operation will be done on R3. Multiply R1 with -4 and add the result in R3. This is your operation. Third step in row operations you are going to apply. At this stage, you are to be very careful. At one time, you are multiplying, and at the same time, you are adding. तो किचन में होना चाहिए हम इसको मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं या ऐड कर रहे हैं. Well, we are going to take the help of R1. So R1 will remain as it is. Write down 1 -2 3 -1 0 0. Multiply this with -2. -2 से multiply किया ये -2 बना, इसमें ऐड किया, the answer is 0. Multiply this element also with -2, it will become +4. +4 add करोगे, you will be getting here 5. Multiply this with -2, -6 बन जाएगा, add in 0, this will become -6. Multiply this with -2, it will become +2, +2 add in 0 will become +2. You multiply anything with 0 will become 0, and 0 plus 1 will remain 1. And 0 again, and 0 plus 0 will remain 0. My next step is to multiply R1 with -4 and add the result in R3. Okay, multiply the first row with -4. इसको multiply किया -4 से, it has become -4. Add here, this will give you the result as 0. Multiply it with -4 plus 8 -2 will be 6. Multiply it with -4 -12 plus 5 -7. Okay. Then -4 से multiplying +4 plus 0 is 4. इसको जिससे multiply करें 0 और add करने 0, it will remain 0. -4 से multiplying 0, 0 plus 1 will remain 1. Is this step clear to everyone? बोलिए. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Shabash. If you are finding any sort of trouble, you can ask a question. This is my first column that is complete. Now I am not to take the help of the first row. Remember, अगर आपने help ली first row की किसी चीज से multiply किया, उसको किसी दूसरे row में add कर दिया, तो फिर यहाँ पे 0 गायब हो जाएगा. Okay, don't take help of the first row once you get this situation. My first column is complete. Now I'll be taking the care of my second column. I wish a 1 at 2 position. Once I'll get 1 over here, तो ऊपर और नीचे उसके जो elements हैं उनको 0 बनाऊंगा by applying the row operations. There are 2 techniques to get a 1 over here. Either I multiply the whole second row with 1 by 5. 5 multiplied by 1 by 5 will be 1. But in that case, you will be getting every number as fractions: 6 by 5, 2 by 5, 1 by 5. Am I right? I try my best to avoid the fractional numbers as much as possible. But in case it is impossible, though, you have to then deal with the fractional numbers. Well, the technique which is coming in my mind is, first I interchange these 2 rows, second row and the third row. 6 will occupy here and 5 will go below. Take it. I have interchanged. This is the way we write R2, R3, and either ways arrowhead. This means R2 has been changed with R3. Write down somewhere. R2 has been changed with R3. So R3 is occupying the second row position, and second row is occupying the third row position. Okay. After getting this, What is coming in my mind? ये आप सबके दिमाग में आना चाहिए. इसको कहते हैं ना tactics. You use the tactics. Now, if I multiply this third row with -1, so it will become -5. Or add here, it will be 1. And my intention is to get the 1 over here. देखिए, आपकी आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स में डायगोनल में 1 1 होता है ना. पहले हमने ये 1 बना लिया, फिर अब इसको 1 बनाएंगे, फिर बाद में ये पूरा कॉलम बन जाएगा 1 ऊपर नीचे 0. Then we'll go to make this element as 1. You have to go systematically. Don't make hurry. Go for the dealing with column 1, then column 2, and then go for the column 3. Okay, after getting one, इसको हम leading one भी कहते हैं, that I told you. So this one, with the help of this one, I'll be making upper and lower elements at 0. So I'll be taking the help of now second row, and the operations will be done on R1 and R3. So R1 and R3 operations will be done. What I'm going to do the operation that I'll multiply it with 2. ये -2 है ना, यहाँ तो इसका एडिटिव इनवर्स 2 होगा, तो 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कीजिए और इसको यहाँ पे ऐड कर. तो मल्टीप्लाई R2 with 2 and add in R1. The additive inverse of 5 is -5, so multiply second row with -5 and add in the third row. This operation I have written -5 R2 plus R. Do it. Okay. This row is to be multiplied with 2. इसको 2 से किया, 2 से इसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, it will remain 0, 0 plus 1 will remain 1. इसको 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, इधर करेंगे 2 और ये -2 add होके 0. Multiply it 2, this will become -2 plus 3 will become 1. Then -4, no, 2 है ना, 2 है तो फिर 4, 4 minus 1 will become 3. Okay, या देख लिया करें. 2, this will become -2. Add here, it will become -2. Multiply with 2, 2 on the 2 plus 0 again, it will be 2. My first row operation is complete. Now we have to do the operation on R3. That we have to multiply R2 with -5 and the result will be added in R3. Multiply second row with -5. The 0 will remain 0, then multiplied with -5. -5 plus 5 will become 0. Multiplied with -5 plus 5. Plus 5 and -6 will be -1. Multiply this with -5, -10 and plus 2 will be -8. This you have to be very careful with. You are multiplying -5 with this number. -10 and plus 2 will be -8. Multiplied with -5 will become +5, plus 5 and plus 1 is 6. Multiplied with -5, it will become -5 plus 0 will be -5. Is this step also clear to you? Or any question you have?
Clear है sir.
Clear, sharp.
Function clear.
Same procedure we are following. And in mind is that we are trying to express our given matrix as an identity matrix. The first two columns are suitable for the identity matrix. Okay. Now I wish to have a 1 over here, and luckily you have got a 1 at 3 position. With the help of this one, the upper elements I wish to make them 0, then this will become the identity matrix. The operation will be done on R1 and operation will be done on R2. इनको 0 बनाना ना दोनों को. देखिए R1 पे ऑपरेशन क्या होगा? Multiply R3 with -1 and add the result here. ये -1 बनेगा, उसमें ऐड होकर 0 हो जाएगा. Okay. So multiply R3 with